Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the magical land of Elder Scrolls Online. Alright, so, you may remember, when I recorded the previous episode, I was like, yo, I realize it's been 2 weeks.
Poor soul.
Help out a poor soul, Governor. No, whelp. You may remember, I was like, oh yeah, it's been like 2 weeks since I recorded the previous episode. I feel like a scumbag. I'm gonna do my best to record 2 of them per week. It's been over 2 weeks since this one as well. I don't know what happened. I swear to God, I didn't know 2 weeks had passed. I knew it had been a while, but Jesus Christ. So, suffice to say, I've been finding it really hard to find the time to record these episodes lately. I think I just need to actually force myself to take a day off from streaming and just sit down and record. It's hard to do because I love streaming. I like recording as well. Sometimes I'm like really in the mood to record and not so much in the mood to stream. But yeah, I don't know. So I really do apologize. I'm doing my best here, but like I lost track of time. Like I really did. So I'm gonna just start making a schedule where a certain day per week is gonna be my I have to record day. So bear with me. I'm gonna try not to let you down. Alright, so what the hell are we doing? I have no idea. It's been so long. The Sapiarchs of Lilandra imprisoned a member of the Mage's Guild. The authorities are convinced this mage murdered one of Lilandra's Sapiarchs, but the particulars seem murky. There may be more to this murder than it's been a murder. The guard's Millerond seems convinced that the answers I see can be found in a nearby Swordbreeze cavern. I should search this cavern for clues. Is this the main quest? I don't actually know. I have no idea if this is the main quest or not. I don't think it is. I think we picked this up and I think it's a random side quest. I hope so. I have a notification. A daily reward. Give me my booty. I got a crown fortifying mill. Sweet. Where did my horse go? Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Give it a lick. It tastes just like raisin. Apparently it's pretty close to us. So yeah, let's do it. So, it's a rough one. Like, if I streamed this, I could bust it out way quicker. You know, because typically if I stream for like 2 to 3 hours at least. Usually more. And if I record this, I usually record it for about an hour. So, you know, if I stream this once per week, you'd be getting 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours of this per week. Instead of the current, like, freaking 0. Because, you know, again, it's been 2 weeks. Again, I feel like such a dick. I really do. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to try and give you 2 per week. It's been 2 weeks. What the hell? Like, what happened? How did I lose 2 weeks? I feel like I've been abducted by aliens. Like, it's just been so busy lately. I'm trying to get my schedule changed from night work to days, because days are just going to fit my schedule better. Plus, I'm going to be working more than I have been, which I know what you're thinking. That means you're going to be recording less. Maybe, but maybe not. I don't know. Which the problem is, typically because I'm nocturnal, you know, I wake up late in the afternoons, I go to work, and then I come home, and when I come home, it's still like 5 AM, so I still can't record when I get home. Whereas, if I was on a normal schedule, I could... why am I trying to get my horse? I'm in a cave. What are you doing, you fool? Whereas if I was on a... Mud crabs. Disgusting creatures. They're coral crabs. They're not mud crabs at all. Suck it! Take that, you bitch nipple! Yeah, if I was on a regular schedule, it would be a lot easier to just be like, oh, hey, I should totally just... come home from work, and then it would be, you know, let's say you're on a 9 to 5, right? That's the standard, right? I could come home at like 5 in the afternoon instead of 5 in the morning to do something for a couple of hours, and it still wouldn't be that late, and I could actually bloody record. Mate, I'm like just incredible, I know. This crab is gross looking. It's covered in coral. You're disgusting. I'm disgusted by you. Disgusting creatures. Yeah, so I'm hoping it might actually mean I can record more, believe it or not. I guess it depends, you know, certain days I'm going to be bloody exhausted after work. So I guess we'll see. But, I think in general, it's going to allow me to record more, / stream more than I have been. Or at least about as much. So, that's the hope. But, you know, we'll see. Either way, it's not been easy lately to record. Like, you know, if I have the energy, it's often a case that everyone in the house is asleep, so I just can't. Or if I don't have the energy, they're awake. But I'm tired, you know, I'm already so tired that how could I record like that? It would just end up being awful. I just be like, hey guys, so, Going back to Elder Scrolls on my. What year is it? You know, like it'd just be awful. Like there'd be no energy, no enthusiasm, no nothing. So there's so many bloody enemies. Bugger off! Jesus! All right, we gotta go up there. Looks like we're gonna loop around here. Leave me alone. Tactical roll. So yeah. Either way, for now, until my schedule does change, which it should be changing soon, because it's one of those things. You know, I spoke to them about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna work on that, but give us some time. We'll get back to you." It's like, oh my god, just change me, you bastards. Like it's so complicated. It's like I don't really know that it's that complicated, but if you say so. Why is it? Where are you pointing me? Okay, I think we do have to go up this way. I think they're just doing that odd thing where they're like, this is the first part, and then when you go through that, the little compassy thing moves. I don't know why, but it did. Yeah, so right now it's been bloody hard to find the time/energy, because often if I come home I'm tired, or I come home and I'm not tired and everyone's asleep. So I think when I move to days, it will allow me to just get a lot more productive things done. Because right now it kind of sucks. I don't want to be nocturnal anymore. I really don't. I think I'm past that point in my life. It's just not convenient anymore. It's bloody inconvenient. Kill Dave. What up, Dave? Hello to you. You look awful. Are you covered in like mud or something? What happened to you? You look like shit, Dave. Jesus. I'm calling him Dave because I don't know how to pronounce the name. Go well or something? God, you hit hard. Jesus. Fuck thingies of justice. Oh no. Ah, you missed. Alright, let's mushroom ourselves. I'm gonna use these chickens. Yeah, I increased my HP bar. Suck on this. My god, you've got so much HP. Have you been increasing your HP bar? Have you? Have you now, Dave? If I hold Q... Yes, if I hold Q, I can use a potion. Get Q'd, son. That didn't do half as much as I was hoping. I mean, it wasn't that bad. Like... Oh dear. Ah, crap. I really shouldn't have done that. Obvious statement, I know. I'm gonna just mushroom up a whole bunch. There we go. Get the bugs on them. Give them a good old slashy. Die! Yeah, so anyway, you get the point. I'm hopefully going to be able to do it more, but I like I said, I just need to force myself to sit down and record, because I feel like I'm letting the YouTube side of things down. Even though, yeah, obviously I'm uploading my streams, there's still plenty of content going up on YouTube, but I know there are some people, albeit the vast majority don't mind. The vast majority are okay with the streams, but there's still some people, some of which are patrons. So you got to remember, these people are supporting me financially, so that's a big deal. Some of them are like, yo, I want YouTube exclusive content, so I've got to reward those people. So I'm going to have to force myself to just sit down and record. This masterly cut silver key bears the seal of the Sapiarchs and probably opens a door in the seaside cave south of the Landrol. Well, a good assumption, I suppose. A lockpick, sweet. Is there anything we can read here? Doesn't look like it. Ooh, look at the bubbles. Someone's been making stuff. Ooh, a soldier. I can actually pick it up, my god. Feels like my sensitivity is really low, even though it doesn't look like it, because, you know, like, it's rotating quick enough, but I don't know. Probably, what have I been playing recently? Oh, you know what it is? I played Skyrim earlier today. I streamed it, by the way. If you haven't been keeping up with the Skyrim series, check it out. We're doing a quest mod called The Grey Cowl of Nocturnal. It started out pretty goddamn slow, so I will warn you of that. Like, man, did it start out slow. But, you know, spoilers here. We're now in the Alakia Desert, so that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of Oblivion reference. It's cool. Trust me, it's cool, but it starts out slow, so bear that one in mind. Dear Haladan, how good it feels to write you again. I apologize for the long gap in our correspondence. The Trade Ministry sent an aggressive schedule when Queen Aren sent out her decree, leaving me little time for personal matters. I've spent most of the last month at sea. Now it comes to it, I must share some ill news with you. I recently found myself stranded on a remote island for a few days. The result of gross negligence on our navigator's part. Everyone who set foot on that cursed island, including me, contracted a horrifying illness. A fatal illness that turns the skin to stone and drives sufferers to lunacy. Ah. Well, that chick had. This reminds me, and I know some of you are thinking the same thing, of Game of Thrones. I was drinking, I was thirsty. There's, I can't remember what it's called, like scale skin or something like that. There's literally a disease in Game of Thrones that one of the characters may or may not contract at one point, where they get like grey skin, it goes all scaly, and it like overtakes them, and they turn to mad, like mud-looking people. It's the same bloody thing, is it not? Even now, I feel my joints stiffening and my mind wanders constantly. I wish to see you one last time before the sickness claims my body and my mind. Will you see me? I can reach Lalandro by month's end. I hope to hear from you soon. Most sincerely, Norricia. Waste of paper. As my math teacher would say, the tweezer groaning in the rainforest. Can pronounce her R's, bless her. Dear Norricia, my heart breaks at this dreadful news. You must come to Lalandro at once. Bitch! The Sapiarchs have ample resources. I promise you we will cure this affliction no matter the gust. I've met someone. His name is Emil. Or Emily. And he, I mean, it's clearly a dude. And he possesses a rare gift when it comes to the art of healing and restoration. That was my chair creaking. Between the three of us, we will find a way to restore your good health. I swear it. Please hurry. And if anyone else suffers the same affliction, bring them to your dear friend Haladan. Can I bring more? My money. It's mine now. My moonstone. Who's your good little griffin, baby? Wait. Did that not say like Haladan's journal or something? We all saw that, didn't we? We all saw that. Book. Words and power. Okay, I don't know. I guess it was that? I don't know. I wasn't even looking in that direction. Wait, hang on. Oh, we can't read. So we can't read that. We can only read these two. Fair enough. Alright. I have done it. Oh, look, there's a dude over here. Totally knew that. I love Elder Scrolls Online, by the way. It's really good.
Please don't hurt me. I mean you no harm.
You have some skinny-ass legs and arms. Or maybe I just like them thick. So yeah, like, I still think my idea is a sound one, whereby I think it would be better to stream Elder Scrolls Online because it's long. It's a big, long RPG. It's a bloody MMO. Like, there's so much content here. There's a new... Like, there's a bunch of new expansion thingies coming out and, like, you know, DLC and what have you, I think pretty soon as well. And I want to jump into those. I want to do the Dark Brother. There's, like, so much stuff I want to do in this game. And I just, like, it's hard to find the time when I've been recording it. I feel like we're going to be doing this now until the end of time. Though I guess you could argue, what's the rush? I don't know. Like, we have so much. Just so much. So, I do think streaming the series would work out better. And I think, you know, I should still make YouTube exclusive content. But I think it should be sort of more one-off stuff, more one-off videos, as opposed to like a long-running MMORPG like this. Yeah, so I'd say let me know how you feel about that, but I kind of already know. The vast majority of you feel okay about that. I guess I need to like post on the Patreon page and ask the patrons specifically how they see that. Anyway, let's talk to you.
Emil, is that you? Where is Haladan? Is he all right?
My name is Jason the Grizzled. I'm afraid Haladan is dead and Emil was arrested. Try again. Arrested for his mother. There's been a murder.
Auriel, forgive me.
Ariel.
Please listen carefully. Emil did not murder Haladan. I swear it. The two of them only sought to help me. I suffered from a mysterious affliction. Haladan and Emil infected me with vampirism to halt the disease's progress.
Oh yeah, I think I speculated about this, didn't I? I can't remember exactly how this quest started, which is the problem with playing it once every 2 bloody weeks, but it was something like some dude... Like, if I remember correctly, Emil walked up to the authorities carrying Haladan... I'm gonna try and, like, bring you back on board with this, and as I remember. If I remember correctly, Emil walked up to the authorities carrying Haladan's body and said that he killed him. But someone, maybe her, was convinced that he hadn't done that because he's not that type of person. And there was talk about werewolves and vampires, like them hunting them or something like that. And then, like, someone ordered a shitload of blood. So, yeah. The two of them only sought to help me. I suffer from a mysterious affliction. Haladan and Emil affected with vampires and halt the disease's progress. Right. So is this a case where she had, like... I don't want to say the C word. You know, cancer or something like that. Because, you know, she's in a mysterious disease, so it's probably like fantasy cancer. Because actually, I think there was a bloody episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and you're going to think I'm ridiculous for bringing this up, but it's true. There was an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where they did, like, you know, back in the past. The character Spike, they essentially showed that his mother had cancer. And Spike was a vampire, but, like, he really loved his mother. And I think it's Spike and his mother, anyway. And if I remember correctly, he, like, you know, turned her into a vampire, only to save her from dying of cancer. And then when she became a vampire, because the way it works in Buffy the Vampire Slayer is that it's essentially like a demon sort of overtakes their body. So it wasn't his mother anymore. And then she was like a real bitch. And also, she was being weirdly incestuous. And she was trying to, like, get him to kiss her and stuff. And then he ended up nutting her off. So he killed his own mother after he turned her into a vampire. It's great. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Underrated show. Anyway, Vampirism, did you kill Haladan?
Gods, no!
God,
I came here with my companion Gerwardell. By the time we arrived, her illness was terminal. Emil tried to administer the cure to her too, but she broke free and attacked Haladan. There was so much shouting. I thought maybe they escaped.
So the mysterious disease was that weird scaly skin thing from Game of Thrones. Okay, I don't know why I forgot about that already. I have a short-term memory, apparently. If your companion murdered Haladan, why is Emil taking the blame? Yeah, good question.
Stone abominations. Vampiric alchemy. If the Sapiarchs found out that Haladan had a hand in this tragedy, they would strike his name from the histories. Emil would never let that happen. Read Haladan's notes, you'll see the truth of it.
So wait a minute. To cover for his friend, he's willing to go down for his bloody murder? That's dedication. I wouldn't do that for any friend of mine. So Emil would sacrifice himself to protect Haladan's memory?
Absolutely.
Lunatic.
Haladan and Emil loved each other deeply. It was obvious from the moment I arrived. Emil would never let something he did jeopardize Haladan's reputation. Were their roles reversed, Haladan would do the same thing. Guaranteed.
I have a big bag of Frutella on my desk, like right next to me. And I just, like, caught a glimpse of them out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like... You know when half of your brain's like, eat them. Eat them, Jason. Eat them. Put them in your mouth. Eat them. And then the other half of my brain's like, no, we can't do that right now. We're recording. That's gross. I can't just be like, like into the mic. If you don't know what Frutella is, it's literally Starburst, but not quite as tasty. Is Haladan's reputation really that important?
I don't think you understand the Sapiarchs.
Eat them.
It wouldn't be a simple matter of not praying over Haladan's grave. They would expunge his memory entirely. Every discovery he made, every scholarly paper, everything. It would be like he never existed.
Would telling the truth put you at risk, and do you want to take off your blindfold at any point because it's a little weird?
Undoubtedly. The Sapiarchs would probably dispatch a few vampire hunters to find me. But don't worry about that. I'll find a way to take care of myself.
Has becoming a vampire cured you? How do you feel?
I believe so. The fog is gone. The flop sweats and sleepless nights with dreams of blood and stone. But the cost was high. Too high. Poor Haladan. And now there's the hunger.
My character is such an idiot. The hunger? I don't know what you mean. I mean, could it be blood, you fool?
Yes. I can feel it creeping up the back of my throat.
I'm getting the same thing with this Frutella. I'm doing it.
First. It was just a tickle at first. Now, who knows how far it will go? Emil brewed this form of the virus alchemically. Maybe this will pass and I won't need to feed it all. I can hope.
Do you plan on drinking innocent people's blood?
Never. Enough people have suffered on my account. Anyway, how would I find them? The shale skin disease claimed my sight before Emil had the chance to administer the treatment. I will find a way to survive without harming others. You have my word.
I'm muting whilst I chew. You're welcome. Oh god, I almost swallowed it. How do you plan on getting out of here if you can't see? I mean, you can probably smell, like, there's probably some funky shit here where I have to make a trail of blood for her or something.
My new condition does have a few benefits. My senses are keener now than they've ever been. I can hear the flutter of a moth's wings and smell lichens in the next room. It's enough. It will have to be enough.
Tell me about this affliction they were treating.
They called it osteochondritic fever, a rare virus that hardens the skin like stone and oyster shell. And as if that weren't bad enough, it also drives you insane. Goadel had already succumbed to the madness when she attacked Haladan.
In Game of Thrones, it's called Grayscale. Grayscale's gonna clear up, put on a... I'm gonna Google it right now and read you the description. You'll see how close it is. You know, for those of you that aren't familiar with Game of Thrones, what's wrong with you? Watch it. The Hound is the best character. How did both you and Goadel contract it?
We were part of a merchant fleet that got blown off course. Wound up beached on an island full of slowed mischief.
There's a pop band called Grayscale.
Something in the air there. Or perhaps the water. All of us were infected. So far as I know, I'm the only one that survived.
The water, eh? Why would Haladan risk all this?
Truthfully, because he was the kindest, most generous mer I've ever known. We were childhood friends, you see. When I wrote to him about my condition, he didn't even hesitate. He just bid me come to Lilandra, no questions asked.
Okay, here's the description. From the wiki, the GameOfThrones.wikia.com. Grayscale, also known as Prince Garen's curse, I was going to say disease, is a dreaded and unusually fatal disease that can leave flesh stiff and dead. And the skin cracked and flaking and stone-like to the touch. Those that manage to survive a bout with the illness will be immune from ever contracting it again, but the flesh damaged by the ravages of the disease will never heal, and they will be scarred for life. Spoilers, not going to read that. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. People afflicted by the disease are often called stone men due to how it makes their skin hard and dead. Stone men are often exiled from society to live in ruined cities in Essos, there you go, Essos, such as Old Valyria. Grayscale makes the sufferers classify stage is still fairly thin and brittle, so the postman. I want to find the part where it basically says they go nuts. In later stages, the hardened flesh becomes mottled grey and black as it does. Oh god, I'm gonna pop out. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna keep reading. But you get the point. They go nuts as well. It's the same thing, man. Alright, what are we doing? Collect Haladan's notes. Alright, I'll do it. How long is this shit? Alright, it's only like 2 pages. Okay, let's get to it. At long last, my dear friend Narasia arrived in Lilandra. Emil and I spirited her away. At once, I hastily assembled a lab in the bowels of Saltbury's cave away from prying eyes. I fear that if my fellow Sepiarchs see her condition, they will simply quarantine her until it's too late. She brought a friend with her, a wiry elf named Goadel. I fear that this woman may be too far gone. She paces constantly, often muttering to herself. Already, dark, rigid splotches appear on her chest and arms. I will try to slow the disease's progress, but my first priority remains Narasia. She was a friend to me when no one else was. Now I finally have the opportunity to return that kindness. I hope we're not too late. Entry number 2, Emil and I brewed up a powerful antiseptic for Goadel's stone growth, but it's a palliative measure at best. I already know what that means. There's a big H. Her behaviors grow more erratic with each passing day. Despite Norasia's protests, we had to isolate her in one of our restraining chambers. None of our curatives seem to have any effect on Norasia's symptoms. Emil and I work in concert day and night, making sweet beats. Honestly, I don't know what I'd do without Emil. It's only his love and attention that makes the long nights and constant failures bearable. Number 3, I thought we had it. Darn it! Emil and I combine Nernroot condensate with a number of lesser reagents, or reagents? It's a reagents, right? I don't know. To create a highly focused stone-shaping elixir. We thought that breaking up the keratis masses accumulating beneath the skin might hold the disease's progression. Instead, we seem to have simply broken the masses into smaller shards, encouraging a more rapid rate of spread. Way to go. I'm at my wit's end. We may be a little too late. Emil and I had an idea. I hesitate to commit it to paper. Our tests on the keratis growths indicated that they spread through vascular transmission. That means veins. The disease converts elements of the blood into rigid grains that accumulate in the veins just beneath the skin, then calcifies larger and larger growths. Get out of my face! Jesus, it's the blood, the sickness. Wah! It is in the blood. It's the blood! Once we arrived at that critical insight, Emil suggested he might have a solution. There's a pun there about, like, solution, blood being, like, a solution. Anyway, Horrific? hemophilia, better known as vampirism. Yeah, that's why we call it vampire. It's too hard to say otherwise. I was aghast at the idea, sorry, but I trust his models. Okay. Vampirism, as we understand it, drastically alters blood composition. Theoretically, this reconfiguration could make it impossible for the curators, I still know how to say that, growths to form. We wouldn't be able to restore Noricia's eyesight, but we could very well hold the disease in its tracks. I must think on this. Entry 5. After long consideration, I've decided to proceed with Emil's plan. I appraised Norcia of the details, and she agreed to go through with it. Now it's just a matter of reproducing the vampiric infection alchemically. I'm very tired. The Sapiarchs would never approve of such a gambit. Throwing cards. But I promised Norcia would cure her. Sometimes tradition must make way for frightening innovation. Frankenstein! We successfully completed the procedure. Norcia reacted predictably to the introduction of the vampiric affliction. In other words, she turned to a goddamn vampire. As far as we can tell, our treatment was a success. We've seen no expansion of Caritas' growths, and her mental faculties seem to be restored. I told Emil that we must administer the treatment to Gerwell too. He seems very concerned about it, but I can't deny such a treatment to someone just because they are dangerous. I'll give her the injection tonight. Magnus helped me. Yes, Magnus the wrestler. Who I think is now married. Is that the guy who married Mickey James? Oh no, lucky son of a bitch. Alright, we already read these things. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Alright.
Cool. Prove Emil's innocence.
I'm stuck.
I'll find my way. Somehow.
Die, you scum! Get out of here, furry. We don't take kindly of your folk around here. I'm kidding. Alright, let's go. I'll talk to Emil. I'll do it. You know what else I'll do? Oh, it's a shortcut. Sweet. Did that really hurt me? You bastards. You make me sick to Summerset. I am not doing what you think I'm doing. Okay, look. This is going to be the last one. Because I've already eaten half the pack, okay? I mean, it's not like it's a massive pack. But I have eaten half the pack. Fishing requires the use of... Alright, we don't care about fishing. Okay, fishing. Oh my god. It's so good. Alright, where are we going? I'll cut this part out so you don't have to hear me chewing. Dovahkiin something. No eyes. Parkour. Dovahkiin something.
I'll call the guard.
Alright, Jesus. All I was doing was like crouching up and down. Hello, it's a lovely flower in your hair. We've met before, I remember you. Yeah, and you're the native. You're Julia Chang from Tekken. Hey.
You again? I told you.
It's the pretty
I don't want
boy.
to talk about this. I'm guilty.
I'm in Norcia, Emil.
What? No. No, you're mistaken.
You're mistaken. She told me what happened. Her infected companion killed Haladan. It wasn't you, you lying sack of crap.
No. You can't believe her. She's lying.
You're lying.
I attacked Haladan. I killed him. You're making this up. No one will believe it.
I know you infected Norcia with vampirism. I have Haladan's notes. Bitch.
No.
Should have burned
Please, you must burn those notes. If the Sapiarchs learn what Haladan and I did, he'll be ruined. Disgraced. All his work will be for nothing. And Norcia.
Or is this where we get to pick?
Nora, save me. Poor Norcia. They'll kill her. Please, you must keep this a secret.
I like being a dick in a video game, but I don't know. I need to think about it. I thought about it. Oh, wait, hang on. Complete 1. Prove Emil innocent. Respect Emil's wishes. Optional steps. Talk to, these people. Let's talk to them. Hello.
Poor Emil. He meant well. But these are shocking revelations. I never thought he'd be so reckless. Creating a potion to deliberately infect someone with vampirism? By the 8. If this gets out, the Sapiarchs may never trust us again.
It's still coming back to me. I remember you. I remember you now. You'd let Emil go to prison to cover this up?
I care for Emil, but I have a whole guild to consider. We've brought many outsiders to Summerset, and our relations here are tenuous at best. Even if Emil didn't murder Haladan, Creating a potion this hazardous is still grounds for exile.
What will happen to Emil if I suppress this evidence?
I spoke to Sapiarch Saratarel. If Emil makes a full confession, the Sapiarchs will let us handle the details of his imprisonment. I've arranged for Emil to return to Stormhaven. A familiar setting, sympathetic guards. It's the best I can do.
Will he ever go free?
No. But then, there are many forms of freedom. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Emil will have access to our vast library and ample opportunity to write and publish. He can still play a vital role in the advancement of the arcane arts. You have my word.
So you're gonna keep him imprisoned for a murder he didn't commit, to cover for his friend doing some funky stuff. Oh, look at your little wink. Who's so cute, you sure? And what he's gonna do in prison is study the arcane arts and read books. That man's gonna hang himself in a month. Telling you now. Hello, Julia Chang.
By Magnus, if what you say is true, Emil's innocent. You seem hesitant. Don't get bogged down in the details of his experiments. The important thing is that he didn't murder Haladon.
Sounds very American.
You have to take this to the Sapiarchs.
You aren't worried the Sapiarchs might try to kill Haladon's friend, Norasea?
She's a vampire.
Oh.
I grew up in Shornhelm, and I know how dangerous they are.
You heartless bitch.
They drink people's blood for Mara's sake. Look, I pity Norasea, but we can't destroy Emil's life over one bad decision. Setting a vampire free is reckless. You know that.
You have a point, Julia Chang. You have a point. What the hell? What are you doing there, feather? You just phased it through Nora. Nora? Julia Chang's chest. I think, I don't know. Where did Nora come from? That's the wife in Fallout 4. Oh god, I miss you. What about the damage to Haladon's reputation in the Mage's Guild?
Haladon's dead. And if he truly loved Emil, he would gladly suffer humiliation to keep his beloved out of prison. You know that.
Humiliation!
As for the Guild endures. We'll be fine. Just do the right thing.
Toasty! Sorry, she made me think of Tekken. Not Tekken, Mortal Kombat. I mentioned Tekken. Look, my brain is not working terrible. Not working terribly well right now. See what I mean? Not working terrible is what I just said. Yo, how do I get out of here? Yeah, there we go. Which one is which? I guess if we talk to him, this is respecting his wishes. If we do the other thing, it's not. I think we go with the bad guy ending here. Look, I generally just like to pick the bad guy ending. Not because I'm an edgelord. Some people think that's it. I'm not an edgelord. It's because I just want to see the different outcomes. And I feel like... Where do we go to the other one? Oh, I guess I talked to him for either one. Yeah, I feel like the vast majority of people here are not going to go with this ending. So I'm going to go with the ending where we screw him. You know?
There's nothing to consider. Even if I didn't kill Haladon,
we're gonna save him
the
from
vampirism was my idea. He never would have agreed to it if I hadn't pushed him. Haladon meant more to me than you'll ever know. His memory is all I have left. Don't ruin it. Please.
Justice has to be served. I'm gonna tell the Sapiarchs the truth. You are going free.
Curse you.
Curse you.
I want freedom. I want Norasea to be safe. I want Haladon to be remembered. I want his sacrifice to mean something. How can you take that away from me? I need to sit down.
Yeah, because you haven't been doing that enough already. This is for the best. You'll thank me one day. When you're free. What do we do now? Okay, we go to the Sapiarch. Hello.
You have new evidence to present? Very well. I trust your investigation was thorough and unbiased?
Oh yeah, totally.
Or rather, as thorough and unbiased as an itinerant newcomer can manage. What new evidence do you wish to enter into the official record?
Emil is innocent. A deranged stone creature killed Haladon. These notes explain everything.
This handwriting... Yes, I'd recognize Haladon's penmanship anywhere. Sirabani's ring. How could he be so foolish? Brewing up alchemical vampirism? Experimenting in secret?
I'm a tattletale.
I cannot believe one of our own could be so reckless.
It was the only way he knew to save his friend.
Had he only spoken to us? Do you see now? The bitter fruits of heedless magic? This is what happens when you turn away from tradition.
Yeah, it's truly terrible.
Regardless, it appears you were right. Emil did not kill Haladan. I will nullify his conviction.
So Emil is free to resume his studies.
Emil is free to leave our island, permanently. The Sapiarchs and the Mages Guild clearly have a long way to go before we can rely upon each other. As for you, I must confess I find your diligence commendable. Take this, and my apologies.
Thanks, my dude.
I will sign Emil's release papers immediately, but I will also insist on his exile from Summerset. The Mages Guild can decide what they want to do to him once he leaves. The Sapiarchs will have nothing more to do with this amateurish farce.
Damn. What will become of Haladan's legacy?
We will scrub it clean. The Sapiarchs cannot allow the works of a heedless fool to sully our shelves. Haladan knew the costs of embarrassing our order when he joined. Those who shame us, living or dead, must suffer the consequences of their actions.
And Norasea, you're gonna kill her, ain't ya?
We will hunt her down and destroy her. This brings me no pleasure, I assure you. But we cannot allow an alchemically bred vampire to roam our lands unchecked. You may disagree, but the fault lies with Emil and Haladan, not the Sapiarchs.
I'm sure she'll be fine. She's a vampire. She'll overpower them and escape or something, you know. There's no guarantee she's gonna die. Alright, so, we did that. That was fun. The Queen's Decree, I think this is the main quest. I'm not sure. So we do have a couple of other quests here. Kin Lady Dave of Sunbold may need help to fight back against the Mayormer raiding party and rescue her city. I've been asked to help Sunhold in several ways. I should destroy Mayormer supplies in the harbor. Oh, this is the bloody one. Yeah, this is the one where we're going to need co-op to do this. Okay, okay. So main quest co-op. What about these two? Alomar has lost several bottles of wine. Okay, that sounds entirely boring. Divine Deputation. The Divine Prosecutor seeks able-bodied adventurers to assist with the enforcement of laws by performing contract work through Summerset Chiefs. Okay, so this is contract work. Again, probably not terribly interesting. However, I do recall when we arrived here, because this is a city, isn't it? Yes, this is, what city is this? Lalandro, of course it is. They've been saying that the entire time. So yes, when we arrived in Lalandro, I do recall seeing a bunch of quests around. For example, I think there's one down by the docks. Now, how I get to the docks, I don't remember. Also, what is this? Order to the College of Oh, Jesus. Can I not use this? No, I can't. It's grayed out. Huh. Also, apparently kills the frame rate when you're looking straight at it. Yeah, I think it's killing the frame rate. Yeah, when I move, that's weird. That probably teleports you over there is what I'm guessing. Interesting. Dude, I love the guard armor. I wish we could get that. I mean, I know we're wearing like the badass mask, which I did say I wanted, so you know. At least we got that. There is resting. The statue is missing arms, and the statue is missing a body and a head. Okay, so I think it's down here somewhere. Oh dear. Oh, I'm alive. Hang on. Yeah. See, there's a quest over here. Test your chest, Loveless. Can't stand the heat. Get out of the wild, wild west.
No, that won't do. The color must be vibrant.
It's a lovely dress you have. What a lovely painting. Everything is lovely. Hello. Except your face.
Finally, the courier. I expected you hours ago. You must acquire my materials at once. And don't think I'll compensate you for the rush, given you're the one who was late.
Oh, how frightfully awful. I'm not your courier, bitch. But what's this job you're talking about?
Oh, well, I can hardly keep track of every face I hire. An artist's work is endless.
No.
I need colors. Rich, rare, vibrant. After all, this painting will be the masterpiece of my career. I simply cannot work with mediocre shades.
Indeed. What do you mean you need colors?
Reagents, ingredients, naturally, of course.
Reagents.
I require that you gather the supplies needed to make the vivid paint this masterwork requires. Just take this list. Oh, and this tea, of course, you'll need it to acquire the first item. Now hurry along.
Tea? Alright, I'll collect the materials for your painting.
I really do need you to hurry along.
Yeah,
Inspiration
I got
could
it.
strike me at any moment, and I simply must have the perfect colors when that time comes.
Well, I know you said you're in a hurry and I'm already late, even though I'm not actually the courier. But do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Oh, of course, you're a fan. Well, I'm not surprised my popularity precedes me.
Yes, well, I
I'm
am.
sure it's not every day that you meet an artist of my caliber. As long as it doesn't delay you for too long, you may ask me some questions.
Can you tell me more about your life as an artist? Yeah, tell me your life story.
From what I gather, Summerset views its artists rather differently than the rest of Tamriel. It's one of the few ways to rise above your family's station and enter the world of the elite. This masterpiece shall be my final step.
Will you become a noble or something?
Oh, no. Being a renowned artist is a station all its own, and a highly respected one at that. From this generation forth, my descendants shall say my name with reverence. What more could one ask for?
And these ingredients will help you achieve this goal?
I'm known for my art, yes, but I need something to set me apart. A painting that shall hang for centuries, worshipped by those who gaze upon it. To do so, I need breathtaking, resplendent colors, vivid, powerful, emotional.
Uh-huh. Can you tell me more about the ingredients?
Hamelin's dye produces the most gorgeous teal you'll ever see. The Yokuden tea I've given you should be a good enough trade. Brodron's bug carcasses create greys with flashes of silver. He's already received payment, so just tell him my name.
Anything else?
The Aurealis. Oh, such a glowing orange it produces. Beautiful enough to bring tears to your eyes. The flowers are rare, but I happen to know a hilltop where they still grow. I've marked all the locations for you in the note.
I hate her. I know I should. So they did a good job, but I hate her.
How goes your finger painting?
Ah, Verilel. I see you've deigned to step out of your florid abode. Come to see how a real artist creates.
I'd enlighten you with a response, but we both know my skill speaks for itself.
Oh shit!
Why, you're certainly
Shade
skilled
thrown.
at boasting. If only you had the artistic sense Auriel gave a mudhopper, you might produce something of worth.
Oh shit! Screw
Your
you back.
tongue remains as sharp as your wits. When I'm declared the royal court's
Call the
newest
fire
artist,
brigade.
I'll be
He's
sure
been
to send you an
burned.
invitation to dinner.
What a kind offer, though I'm sure that won't be necessary. After all, we both know that I'll be the one to acquire that position.
Alright, you two done talking shit to each other? Can I talk to you? Whoa! What the hell?
So, you volunteered to collect Tindoria's arduous list of artistic materials? How exciting. Do try not to get eaten by anything unpleasant.
He looks like Leonardo DiCaprio in that one movie. You know the one. Not Titanic. Who are you?
Who am I? Honestly, I'm shocked you haven't heard of me. My works of brilliance are desired across all Summerset. My name reverberates throughout the land on the lips of nobles and commoners alike. An artist? No. I am the artist.
Alright. I admire confidence. You certainly are confident.
I assure you, my confidence is well earned. Unlike poor Tindoria, she tries her best, but those with an eye for these sorts of things know the truth. She lacks a certain something.
A certain je ne sais quoi, you might say. You certainly seem to hate that bitch.
Hate?
I don't blame you.
That's quite a strong term. Why, we're simply friendly rivals. It's always been that way ever since we trained together under Hainamil. Truly, I relish our time together. I'm simply the better artiste.
You know, I believe you. Why did I just get... God, someone just randomly messaged me and messaged me. Hi. Okay, I did what they asked. Goodbye. My sister just like randomly messaged me on WhatsApp and she just said message me. So I messaged, I just said hi. Alright, so where are we supposed to get these things? Oh my gosh. That's where the wand bottles are. Talk to what's his face. So we're supposed to have like 3 different things marked off. I guess we have to do them one at a time. I don't really know. Sure. Let's do this one since it's pretty close to where we can teleport in. Only cost us 90 gold. Let's just go do it. Look at the symbol, everyone. Summerset. Most overland zones in Tamriel have an achievement. 30. Alright, whatever. Who's there today? What? The fuck is my sister talking about? I have no idea what she's talking about. I'm very confused. Alright. We're going over here. Who's at home? Oh my god. How do I know? How do I know? Hang on. Alright, anyway, let's I don't know what she wants from me. I'm very confused what she's asking. I can't remember what I was saying. That's like completely threw me. Like, what the hell? Am I... Well, yes, of course I'm at home. It's like 9:50 in the morning and I don't go out. Yes, I don't go out much. You see... Yes, I'm doing this one-handed. Why? Like, I don't know what she wants. I don't understand. What the crap is that? Ah, shit, it's a griffin. No! Leave me alone. I don't feel like fighting you right now. You're a pain in the ass. Are we safe? Is it secret? Cool. Alright, we made it. Who's that little doggy? Can I pet the dog? No, I can't. 0 out of 10. Hello.
If you've come to rob me, I'm afraid I have little of value.
Damn.
I can help if you've a high fever or nervous stomach, but I have no need for gold these days.
Why would you think I'm here to rob you? But now that you mention it... Hand over all your money.
Healthy paranoia, I suppose. There's plenty of questionable characters out here, but I prefer it to the crowded cities. Too many going on about their appearance or their status or their career. I'm done with such trivialities.
Tindoria sent me. I'm here to purchase your rare dye. Or break your kneecaps in exchange for it. You know, whichever you want.
Oh, it's been a long time since my former student has contacted me. And now she makes such demands. How quickly she forgets who trained her to hold a paintbrush. I have no need for gold. You can tell her that upon your empty-handed return.
Actually, so give me this tea. Is this an acceptable trade?
This is Yokudan blue tea?
My god.
I thought it lost forever. The last shipment was said to have sunk to the bottom of the Abyssan Sea. Oh, she's still clever, isn't she? Her and Veralel always were. Very well, take my mixture. It's a good trade.
I'm hoping this quest goes somewhere interesting in the sense that a lot of you are probably familiar with the painting quest, like, you know, the quest where you go inside a painting in Oblivion. Oh god, I almost dropped something there. I like to play with things whilst I sit here and talk. You may recall the quest where you go inside a painting in Oblivion. That was kind of a cool quest. A lot of people remember that one. So I'm kind of hoping there's something weird going on here where she's doing some weird ritual or something where the painting's going to come to life, and that's why she wants all these weird ingredients. You know, like eye of newt, toad of frog, and that doesn't make any sense. But you know what I'm saying? Like tongue of toad and all that crap that like witches put in their brew and then they make like a magic potion. I think she's making a potion, but like on painting. Canvas, I hope. So Tindoria was your student?
Yes, back when I had the inclination to bother with such upstarts. I thought that would be my legacy, to train great artists who would blossom under a careful eye. Sadly, all they did was rot in their own hubris.
What do you mean?
The life of a Summerset artist is not easy. It's not enough to be merely great. You have to be better. Both Tindoria and Verarel wilted under that pressure. I blame myself for agreeing to tutor them together.
Can you tell me about Verarel and Tindoria's relationship?
Their rivalry seemed harmless at first, even friendly, just something to keep them motivated. But as it tends to be, one of them was always a step ahead. Soon any praise I had for one would pierce the pride of the other.
And now?
And now they've both grown bitter and endlessly jealous of the other's success. They believe Summerset only has room for one great artist. Such foolishness.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
It was their squabbling that led me to stop taking students.
Wakaruka Ore no Shikura. No, I'm not a weep. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you all for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, please do let me know if you think it is a good idea that I stream this and record some stuff for YouTube instead, because that way I would be able to do it more often, probably. You know, not only stream this more often, obviously, and thusly have it go up quicker, much quicker, and if I don't, well, to put it this way, like, if I get time to record and it's only like 10 or 20 minutes, it's easier to do, because if I want to record this, for example, I want to have like pretty much an hour. Like, you see, this video is about 50 minutes long, give or take. It's going to be a little bit over that. You know, I want to have like a good hour or thereabouts to be able to record this, because it's an RPG. I feel like if you just sit down for 10, 20 minutes, you're going to get jack all done, so yeah, I feel like the recording stuff for YouTube is going to work out better if it's more shorter, more one-off stuff. But let me know if you're dramatically opposed to that, because your opinion counts, damn it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Either way, outro. Boop. Thank you everyone so much for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and an especially huge thank you to this month's $10+ tier patrons, who are as follows. We got Don Lobo, KB, Miss Justice 83, Black Wolf 8994, Billy Nine, Dr. Pepper Penguin, Nuria Age, and Hitbox. Thank you, everyone. I could not do this without your support. I say all the time, I mean it. You know I mean it. And any minute, the $5+ tier patrons should be listed on the screen. Thank you, everybody in the lower tier as well. You all mean so much to me, genuinely. I'm not very good at expressing myself, but you genuinely mean the world to me. Thank you, everyone. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Good night, everybody, and goodbye!